I recently returned from an extended trip to two countries in the far southeast of the African continent you may never even have heard of, Mozambique and Malawi. Unless you've had the good fortune to go there yourself, you'll have to take my word for it that they are both stunningly beautiful. The pristine sandy beaches on the Mozambican coast overlooking the Indian Ocean are as unspoilt as any I've ever seen, and I've seen a few. The massive freshwater Lake Malawi that separates the two countries is serene and majestic. So far, the tourist potential of the area has barely begun to be exploited. You're far more likely to come across aid workers than holidaymakers. Some very high-end lodges have been established, costing hundreds of dollars a night. But while there's no shortage of extremely basic accommodation, often straw huts without bathrooms or other facilities, there's not much in between the two. Getting about isn't easy either unless you could afford to fly everywhere in little 4- or 8-seater planes. Some of the boats on the lake make Humphrey Bogart's African Queen look state-of-the-art. I spent 8 hours on one of them in sweltering heat while the crew patiently took apart the engine twice before scratching their heads and trying for a third time to get it going. I've no idea if they ever succeeded. We dug out the credit card and hitched a lift to the nearest airport. Both countries remain poor, and their development has been held back by the familiar woes of civil war and government corruption. But there's good reason to be hopeful for the future. Billions of dollars of aid from the US, Europe, the United Nations and China have helped Mozambique and Malawi invest in education, healthcare and sustainable economic development. Next year is the bicentenary of the birth of the celebrated British explorer David Livingstone, the first European to explore deep into the area in the mid-1800s. Livingstone believed that what he called the 3 C's, Christianity, commerce and civilization, would be the salvation of the native population. The path to prosperity may be taking longer than he anticipated, but one of those C's, commerce, will surely be the key to unlock the vast potential of this beautiful region. This is Lance Price for CBS News in London.